As per PwC, 30% of the jobs would get automated due to AI, and this is going to happen by 2030. So in next 5 to 6 years, PwC is predicting that 30% jobs would get automated. Then World Economic Forum, they are predicting that 87 million jobs from the whole world, they would get impacted by AI, and using AI or based on AI, 90 to 95 million new career opportunities would be created as well. So you might have heard that there are so many reports coming up with these top companies, and some people might get scared, some people might get excited. So what I thought is, let's create a video where I share my opinion based on my knowledge in the industry. Hi guys, my name is Rohit and I have been working in data science and AI field from last 10 years. So I exactly know how data science and AI work, what is the current capability of the AI technology, and what kind of impact it would have. So I would like to share my opinion in today's video. Let's get started. So one of the report which I really liked was the report by IBM, and as per their report, 40% of the jobs would need reskilling and upskilling over next few years due to the impact of AI. And that definitely makes sense. So every role, every job role is definitely going to get impacted by AI in positive or negative sense. Now let's say that if you are a software engineer, you would be using tools like Copilot to write your code faster. So you would definitely have to get upskill to use Copilot and how to write that code faster. So that kind of upskilling is useful for you. Then let's say people who are creating content, they would be upskilling with respect to using tools like, let's say, ChatGPT for getting some initial idea regarding content and then building content on top of that. So that kind of upskilling would definitely be required. Then people who are going to get or who are working on the support roles or who are working on the manual tasks, repetitive tasks, I think their roles would get impacted most, and they would need significant upskilling because those roles would get more and more impacted by AI. So for example, something like customer support. So that can be automated using AI chatbot. Not completely, but at least you would need less people now to manage customer support. And those people would have to do significant upskilling. What I mean by significant upskilling? So basically trying to learn new skills, trying to build new technologies, and trying to transition their career into those new skill sets. So based on what kind of work you're doing, you would either need small steps in the upskilling, learning just new tools and technologies, or a significant upskilling where you have to transition your career from your current role into something else because AI is going to have bigger impact on your role. Now, in terms of the roles, juniority and seniority, one thing that I can clearly see is junior level roles or the roles related to internship. Those roles are definitely impacted more because when you work with the intern is trying to learn new skills, trying to develop new skills. And that kind of thing you can get done from some tool like ChatGPT as well. So those roles would get impacted a lot. And there is a lot of thinking, a lot of discussion going on in terms of how to prevent the impact on these roles. Because see, today a company might think that instead of hiring 100 interns, we can hire just 50 interns because we can get the work done by ChatGPT, or we can get the same kind of productivity from ChatGPT or some similar AI tools. But we have to build the workforce of tomorrow as well, which is very important because people who are doing their internship or joining as a junior engineer in any big companies, they were the ones who were building their experience over the time and then becoming senior and lead engineers. So for building tomorrow's leadership, we have to invest today as well. But these are the roles where I think there is some sort of impact which is already seen. The junior levels role, the internship roles where people are not making big impact in most cases and trying to learn on the job. Now, some of the roles which would get automated would be related to the factory workers as well, because till now we have seen that factory automation has impacted some roles already, even before you had rise of AI. Now, using AI, that factory automation is going to become more and more easier, even to automate the complex tasks. And that automation is going to happen in the factory as well as all the online roles. So this is going to impact people working in factory as well as people working in the offices. And that is definitely going to be a bigger impact of AI. So definitely think about whether your role is a repetitive role or are you doing the kind of role which can be easily automated, simple tasks, repetitive tasks, support tasks. So those kind of roles would get impacted more definitely due to rise of AI. Now, one thing which would be very positive across the industries is creation of new role. So when software development came, when web development came, no one had imagined that there would be new roles, dedicated roles like software testers, then UI developers. Now, similarly, with the rise of AI and use of AI for building innovative products and building automation, new roles would be created in IT industry and across the industry. So, for example, industry would definitely need people who can test AI model, because it is very important to test AI models in different ways, especially if that AI model is going to be used for making critical decisions. So AI testers, I definitely see that to be a new role getting created. Then all the new roles related to building generative AI applications using Python or similar technology. Lot of roles would be created in that as well. Then you would see new roles getting created in managing the AI project, managing the AI programs. Then you would have new roles in creating a specific UI or a kind of UI which would be good for AI projects. So lot of such new roles would be created due to AI as well. So just think about what is your current role and what you can learn more, what kind of skill sets you can add in your current role for preparing for the job market of the tomorrow, because I definitely see that new kind of roles would be created within the AI umbrella. Now when it comes down to the general impact, the skill sets which would become now even more important in the industry are critical thinking, emotional intelligence, communication skills. So these skills cannot be easily replaced by AI. So these skills would definitely become very important in the industry. And because of that, you would see that people working in people management, C-level executives, CEOs, CTOs, or people working in HR management, their roles won't be impacted much because those people are definitely needed to manage the workforce. But people who are doing repetitive work, small tasks, and then kind of tasks which can be automated, their roles can definitely get impacted. So just think about what is your current role and do you need a small upskilling? So basically what I mean by small upskilling, learning simple tools in AI which would help you to work productively, or do you need a career transition, or by adding some new skill sets can you make a career transition? So just think about it consciously and then accordingly make the decision. But again, I don't think there is lot of worry. You don't have to worry a lot because whatever is going to happen, it is going to happen with whole industry. But just think about what kind of impact is happening, because if you sit idle and if you don't do anything, then you might suffer as well. So make sure that you are making the right decisions over next 1 to 2 years, because people who would make early decision, people who would have that early mover advantage, they can get a big career jump as well. Thanks for watching the video guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.